She's blazing. She's blazing. And number one.
All right, all right.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
There you go. Is that your son?
Yes, my son right there.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Nice.
Yes. Ever since I had a blazing woman, I never got over y'all.
I heard that before. Yes.
You never get over a blazing woman. As soon as you have one, it's just like you don't get over them.
Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah.
And it
So what
seems
y'all
all my
talking
baby
about?
mothers are blazing now.
Mhm.
Kind of like blazing. Even Velvet kind of look blazing.
Mhm.
A little bit, but the other one do.
Yeah.
Hey, so Major Boy, when you find this queen, right, that will allow you to do whatever you want, right? But at the same time, when let you, as such as like you say, let you do whatever you want, but love you for who you want. You know what I'm saying? Love everything about you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're doing whatever you desire to do, whatever that makes you happy. So, like, okay, like this woman that you're looking for, I don't even know where you can find who it is.
I know. I'm telling you, it's my dilemma, bro. This is my dilemma, and this is the reason why I don't have a woman. Now, I got 100,000 emails of women that want to get with me. It's just that once they know, they like, oh hell no, you know. And I'm tired of having meaningless sex, and so therefore, and plus I want a woman to think like me.
All right, let's go with the parrot. A lot quicker. Ready?
I'm getting hated on in another language.
No, not at all. Somebody asked me.
You said what?
No hateration. Somebody asked me
Do you
if
know
I
who I
know
am?
who you are. Yeah, I don't know. I just came across it. I thought it's interesting conversation, so I'll have a hear you out. You know?
Yeah. No, it's all good. I'm known as a bad man, but I'm not. I'm known as a bad man, but I'm not a bad man.
It depends on the perspective, I guess.
Exactly. Perspective is everything, right?
Yeah.
So I was just basically talking about my Venus in Sagittarius, my moon in Aries, and my moon trine Uranus in my natal chart, which basically says that I'm a free spirit. My dilemma is I want to do whatever I want to do, but I don't want my woman to do anything. I want my woman to be totally submissive to me and be my best friend and let me do whatever I want to do as I see fit and let me make mistakes and grow with me and be. I'm looking for a mother, basically.
Looking for a mother.
A mother.
Yeah.
A mother figure. You know, I can't go wrong in her eyes, and she don't want nobody else but me. And she's bad. And every man want her, but she only want me. Now the question today is, what must be done?
Hold on. So wait. So if you find a woman, okay, if you find a woman that's gonna let you be yourself and have self-respect for herself, that she's not gonna do what you're doing, then are you gonna then keep one wife?
No. I'm going. Look, my woman. Listen. Let me tell you what I'm doing with my life, so you can understand. All right. In my life, I am an African chief. I'm a Mandingo. Right. I have my empress, and I have my wives. Why do I want my wives? I want my wives so I can build a divine bloodline, a royal bloodline. Meaning, and it's called line breeding. Have you ever heard of line breeding?
Zou je heel even het geluid zachter doen? Ja, want ik hoor. Sorry.
Have you ever heard of line breeding?
Right, yeah, I did.
Line breeding. Look it up. Google line breeding.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna have the wife that's gonna carry the bloodline. You're gonna have the queen that's gonna be the main squeeze.
No.
I'm t-
My queen and all my wives are my bloodline. This is who I mate with. But my children will not mate with my people.
okay.
What up, Pop? What's up, main Pop? Do you understand? So I'm in a village. I am a chief. I'm a king. I will have my queen. I will have my wives.
Okay.
Right? And I will have my wives will have my children. If it was up to me, all my baby moms would be my wives. And I would have my queen, which would be my main woman, that she was the head of all. She was the female me. She would run the whole place, make sure all the women were inspired and she can speak and articulate herself just as well as I can. She's the Beyonce to Jay-Z. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Question is,
She's
how would
my
you
Beyonce. Jay-Z is a whole thing himself, but Beyonce, them two together is powerful.
Yeah,
But I'm going to have my other wives, and my wife understands this village living, this indigenous way of living. Good looking out, man. Appreciate it. My wives my main woman understands what we're building as far as divinity. Now, I have to explain something to you that people don't understand about me. And this is going to be a difficult thing to explain, but I'll take in consideration. So what I want to do is called line reading. Google it. I will have to write it out on the board for you. You can see that how you build a royal bloodline. My children, and I make have brothers and sisters. I know this sounds crazy to you, but this is how I keep my bloodline and how I keep my information. Okay, so listen. I know people are saying ill now because they're retarded, but the people that run your life, the people that run your society, that's what they do. They do this. This has been done in Africa and African times. This is what has been done. And this is not for regular people, a conversation with regular people. This is not inbreeding, it's called line breeding. It's the difference. Inbreeding is when you have the same mother and father and you make the brothers and sisters of the same mother and father. Line breeding is something different. You have to look it up. Line breeding is half sister, half brother.
Okay.
So, and the reason why is this, so that we can keep my spirit. For instance, when you have a boy, your boy will automatically carry your seed, right? He carry your spirit. Let me break this down. When a woman's having a baby, a man puts his soul inside a woman's body, and the woman gives. Hold on, I think it's Laura. Laura, I want to hear you talking, but your thing is on. It's giving an echo. Can you mute yourself for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, when you're ready to talk, just unmute it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me explain this to you. Okay. When a man sleeps with a woman, he's putting his soul inside the woman. The woman gives his soul a body. A woman is a body maker. She gives the soul a body. Right? So a man is called the spark of life. The sperm comes to the egg and awakens the egg and gives it the soul. The soul's entering the body. The woman's egg is actually the body. The man's sperm and his 23 chromosomes is the mind and soul. It's the psyche of the baby. So you are your father's child. So basically, all of us are our father's soul in another dimension. So you are your father, basically. You understand? First, we have to understand this. This is the basic understandings, is that you are your father. And all the decisions your father would have made from your perspective, that's what you're doing. You're living as your father. All of us are our father. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you don't do your own research, go ask somebody about your father, study your father, and you will find yourself. Okay? This is very important to understand. Now that we know we are fathers, when you have a boy, this is why we don't like to have girls, because when you have a girl, she carries your soul, but you're giving her to another man's soul. Because when she has a baby, you understand what I'm saying? She takes on another man's soul and gives him a. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
This is why in the East, of the world, they don't like to have a girl. They would sometimes even kill girl babies.
Yeah, because you're gonna give her away. You're gonna give her away.
They would sell her or whatever. So listen to what I'm saying to you, because this is for the gods. This is for intelligent people. It just takes intelligent people to listen. So when you have a boy, it's guaranteed that he holds your soul, and he will give your soul to another woman. You see? He carries your seed. He carries your soul. But if you have a girl, she will be given to the soul of someone else.
Yeah.
So therefore, they would create a way so that my soul continues through my little girls. So they would do line breeding to keep my soul. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Alive.
Too close a blood.
No, you have to do research. This is biology. I'm not talking about inbreeding. I'm talking about line. This is why you have polygamy. Polygamy was to ensure that you can keep your bloodline.
Okay.
This is ancient. This is stuff that this is ancient understanding. So here I am, right? I am nature boy. I consider myself the Messiah, the modern day Jesus. This is who I am. And all that I am is the knowledge that I hold, right? The consciousness, right? So whenever a man shoots sperm into a woman, what he's doing is with 300 million copies of his mind, which is his chromosomes, 23 chromosomes. He's shooting his mind into you. Whoever he is at that moment, it is a carbon copy of whoever that man, how he thinks, all of his knowledge, all of his consciousness, all of his understanding at that time and space. Is you're making a copy of that, and you're giving it a body. So when a man comes inside of you, he's putting his soul in you, and you're giving his soul a body. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's true. That's
women are body makers. Women are cloners. This is why the body grows inside of you, because you give a soul a body. That's amazing. A woman is a nurturer and a nursing and sustains life. Right? We give you life, you sustain it. But man holds life. We hold the life force. We shoot that in you. You're the sustainer of all life, as nature is the sustainer of all life. You understand? So you take this life and you preserve it, you grow it, you give it a body. And the body becomes a living soul. That living soul is me. So it's funny because the government always gives rights to the mother to take the child. And the truth is, the child belongs to the father.
Yeah.
And imagine if you lived in a world where you couldn't leave the relationship unless you left the child with the father. Well, then you would be less likely to leave. So they give the child to the mother as to create division, to keep power. If they keep us separated, and then we can't have power. Together we stand, divided we fall. So when the mother takes the child, they say that's their mother's baby. It's not the mother's baby, it's the father's child. The mother is just mothering the soul of that baby. So it's impossible. And right now, as we speak, I have a baby. One of my baby mothers is online talking about she hates me but loves my daughter. It makes no sense, right? Because my daughter is me in another dimension. She's my soul. If you hate me, you have to hate my daughter. You cannot hate me and love my daughter, because my daughter will have the same relationship as my relationship with you will reflect the relationship with me and my daughter and you. And so it continues because my daughter is me. She will make the decisions that I make. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's impossible for you to say you hate the man but love the child. People always feeding off of hurt and pain. They love hurt and pain, and people feed off of that, right? So listen, let me explain the bloodline to you, so you can explain. I can explain to you how this works. So now that we know that the man carries the life force, he's putting his soul inside of you, and you're reproducing it. When you have a girl, it's a very iffy subject, because you will not preserve your soul to live on if your girl marries the wrong soul or the wrong spirit. Right? So with that being stated, they would keep the bloodline. So if I had a daughter with one of my wives and I had a son with one of my wives, they would mate, and that would keep my soul in the bloodline. Do you understand what I'm saying? Rather than allowing her to be with someone else and dilute my bloodline. Dilute it.
But why not a cousin? Why not? That's too close of blood, isn't it?
When you say cousin, you're talking about, I'm talking, huh?
You're talking about your bloodline, but that's still close blood. That's close blood.
It's how it's done. Of course, they'll say I'm sick, but they also say the Illuminati is sick, but they run their lives. There's a small group of people that run your life.
But it's just,
it's a difference. The difference between you and the Illuminati is the way they think. Simple as that. To them, you are children. They are the gods. They are your gods. They think on a higher level of frequency than you do. They don't think like you do. They do things biology, objectively, and through science. We don't. We do things how we felt. But at the end of the day, they already trained us. They already trained you and programmed you the way they want you to see. But you have to ask yourself, how did we get here? It had to be some kind of form of inbreeding or line breeding for us to even get here. So this is how you keep a royal bloodline. All of my baby mothers have my children. And it just is what it is.
yeah.
That's the only way that a one man can populate the earth. But then I have my people. My people, they children sleep amongst each other. But even my people that have certain trades, like Musa, his family, right? And then you have Truth's family. These are two guys that are part of my village. Musa and his child will sleep with Truth's and his children. They will mate, right? But they will mate only because of their trades. One's a brick mason, and the other one does plumbing. And they mate for economic reasons. This is how we're supposed to. The reason why you make another life is to enforce what you want upon the earth. This is the power of using our sperm and our reproduction to kill white supremacy. It is a weapon. It can be a weapon if we wanted to. I have made the decision to make sure that everything that I do is a weapon against white supremacy. You just have to study. Just go study in line breeding, inbreeding. It's a difference. Line breeding, inbreeding. Do me that favor before you judge. Be logical and just do a little research. Hit my inbox. Let's have a discussion about line breeding. Of course, in the average mind, they're not going to be able to understand that. But I'm not the average mind. I'm a genius. I'm before my time.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, your baby moms now, do they approve of that? Or would you
In a minute, they won't have a choice. In a minute, only reason why they could disagree is because white supremacy allows them to be independent of me. But when white supremacy falls, I will be the one they run to. They have to run to me. There's no other way they're going to survive. So right now, they can say, ew, no, fuck that. But when it comes to white supremacy falling, you understand? I don't know if any of them is invested into Bitcoin. I don't even know if any of them, I'm invested into Bitcoin. I'm invested into land and the land in Africa. I ain't gonna tell you all my fucking shit, but I'm connected. I'm building for the future. My baby mothers are in their feelings right now. I'm gonna be there for them when the shit falls off. I'm gonna accept them with open arms with my children. It's not gonna be a question. It's not gonna be, oh, do I agree? I'm a man. I will dominate. I will rule. Without white supremacy, black men are the ruler of this planet. Period.
That's true.
Yeah.
But do you think it would
even in the story of ISIS, what happened in Egypt? Do you remember the Egyptian story?
Go ahead, God.
The ISIS story of Osiris and Isis. You don't know about the story about Osiris and Isis? I won't ruin it. Go look it up. Yes, they finally draw my penis. Make it a little bigger. No, they're gonna show you my penis. So every now and then, I just want to warn you, my penis might pop up on this screen.
What?
Yeah, they're in love with my penis. They're in love with it. They draw it every now and then. You know, that's what all this is about, right? It's the phallus. It's the black man's phallus.
Mm-hmm.
This is all this shit is over the phallus. That's what it's all about. That's why my baby mom over there crying. She want me to herself. She know my queen is getting closer. The last thing she want to see is me with my queen. Let me play something for you. I want you to listen to this. Tell me what you think about this. I want to know what y'all think about this right here. Let me play it for you.
Angry with the black man that she does not want him to have the glorious experience of having a good woman. A good woman. The kind of woman who is in submission to her man and
there we go. That's bigger.
The kind of woman who obeys because she wants to obey and not because
Listen.
She is so angry with the black man that she does not want him to have the glorious experience of having a good woman. A good woman. The kind of woman who is in submission to her man and loves it. The kind of woman who obeys because she wants to obey and not because she is forced into doing so. The current black woman denies any notions of yearning to be under the black man's control. She pushes this idea out of her mind by recalling that he doesn't deserve it anyway. Why? Because he will not do what she wants him to do. She does not know the luxury of relaxing and living her life for her black man and doing everything she can to make him happy. By letting the black man be the head of the family, she could revive him. And by getting behind him and supporting him, he could be free. The black woman cannot know freedom until the black man does. The wise say a man can rise no higher than his woman. Until the black woman makes a conscious choice to start respecting the black man, he will remain in his current condition and decline even more. Some black women say they are satisfied with the status quo of their relationships and wouldn't have it any other way. They are lying. They are just trifling and enjoy quibbling and use these tactics to delay the inevitable for as long as possible. When the black woman accepts her rightful place as queen of the universe and mother of civilization, the black man will regenerate his powers that have been lost to him for over 400 years directly. The black woman should not mimic the ideas and attitudes of Western civilization. The white man clearly understands that the preservation of the family order is what allows him to rule the world. This fact is not hidden knowledge. When the standards that preserve civilization are disregarded, the result is a do-your-own thing, reckless and disorganized existence. The domestic crime rate in America bears witness to the breakdown of the family structure and the demise of the traditional values that preserve peace between women and men.
I got one more for you. One more for you. Listen.
And she certainly will not participate in the American conversational habit of publicly criticizing her man. When the black woman attacks the black man publicly, she inadvertently gives the entire world permission to attack him also. Because everyone knows that a man's woman knows him better than anyone else. And if she says he ain't nothing, he's not.
So a queen would never, ever tear me down publicly. My queen would never. And it's white supremacy in her that's making her do these things. Yeah? So what do you guys think about that? I'm going to unmute everybody and tell me your thoughts on that.